Hi everybody, I thought I would share with you a flip through of my current Hobonichi. Um, just a chance to give you guys a little bit of update on how I'm using it. I've gotten a lot of inspiration from the group, and so I thought I would share with you some of the things that I'm using and how I'm trying to make a minimal but functional Hobonichi Weeks for 2021. So to start off with, this is a Moterm cover. Still trying to get used to using something so big. I've always used just the cover on cover, but I'm trying to make this like my everyday carry and have everything in it, so I needed the extra pockets that this afforded me. So let me just get started. So jumping in, I'm not going to go into all the details of where everything came from. If there's something you see, shoot me a message and let me know, and I'll be happy to show you. But again, this is the Moterm cover. This is a cover on cover, so it does fit inside with the cover on cover. And I took up the pencil board and I added a pen loop to the pencil board just to make it easy for me to carry an extra pen. And I'm using one highlighter. In this case, this is a Tombow for my highlighter for the month. So I just keep that on there and keep it clipped to the front. That way I have it handy and I can still carry my pen. I've got my stencil here in this front pocket, some note paper here. This is where I usually keep my grocery list and any other shopping and errands that I need to go do. Other post-it notes. Most of my post-it notes are from Coco Daisy. This one's Erin Condren. On this page, I am keeping track of my daughter's school holidays. That's what the yellow is. Anything that you see that's yellow is related to her school. And then on this page, my plan is to set this up very much like what Addicted to Planning has done in her weeks. I love the functionality that she has there. Across the top here, I will include things that I need to remember that are seasonal or things that happen way far out, like my pet's shots or my daughter's college tuition, things like that. That'll be what's listed up here. And then I'm going to use a similar type of coding for the pages, for the dates down in here. Again, these are school holidays for my younger daughter. So then the monthly is my big picture planning. This is where I do forward planning, long range stuff, and then also just track things that I need to be sure that I remember, but mostly it's big picture. So it's usually not super full, and it's mostly used in forward planning. Here's the next month or two. And then jumping ahead to the weeks, this is, if you use a weeks, you know, this is really where the workhorse part of the planner is. This is how I've always used it in the past. So I think this is my 6th or 7th year using a weeks. I've never made it a whole year in a week, so that's my goal for 2021 is to make it the whole year. I have filled a whole year, but in a lot of cases in the years past, it's ended up being a record keeper and not an actual planner. So my goal is to try to make this my planner for the year and actually use it, not just use it as a record keeper for the entire year. So anyway, I list all of my appointments along the side here, any other things that I need to track for the day, and then my tasks. I've just been really trying to experiment in this planner in the month of December to try to get myself lined up with what I want to do if this is my only planner for 2021. So each week is a little bit different than the week before. You'll see that I added a line here last week, and I've got meals as well as TV shows that we were watching. Just very minimal in terms of stickers. I also added down here in the corner a tracker. I don't know if you can really see that, but that's another idea from Addicted to Planning. So you use this little corner calendar. Each day of the week, Monday through Sunday, is here, and then I've just got a single letter to remind me of what I'm tracking. So my medicine, my supplements, and then the medicine that I need to give to my pets. And then I just cover it with that highlighter to indicate that I've taken care of it. So this was last week. This is this week, and you can see that I've kind of added even more to try to track here. So I'm still keeping my appointments over here. The middle, I added in the TV instead of having it over on the side, because what I did here was split this into 3. So the top is the meals each day, the middle will be weather, and then underneath I'm going to start tracking my steps because I'm recovering from foot surgery and finally at a point where I can start doing some exercise. So I really want to challenge myself to get up to 10,000 steps a day. And so I'm going to be tracking how many steps just to keep it in the forefront of my mind. This is my meal tracker. So I did this last week. This is something I've done for a long time in my weeks. Just, you know, things that I want to cook for the week, trying to help me remember. What I did new here this week is I split the page in half. So this side is to do for the week. This side would be notes. And then again, I'm still using the tracker down here for those 5 things. So it's pretty much the same thing every week. I will be adding, you know, some more information week to week. Then moving back into the notes section, I've got my key here. So I'm going to be bullet journaling. This particular week's is not a mega. I actually have a mega on order coming to me. So I'll be swapping out of this and moving into the mega, because my plan is to do daily bullet journaling in the back and the notes pages. So this will be the key that I'm using for the bullet journal. So then I have every page number listed here, and this is my index. I went ahead and sat down and just put the page numbers in so it would be easy for me, because I've learned from experience with bullet journaling, if I don't do that, I won't keep the index current. So I've got meal ideas, I've got contact list, I've got books, I've got movies, TV shows, and then this will be my bullet journal, and I'll just use the highlighter of the month. And then I'll be able to tell really quickly where the months change. I do that in my work bullet journal, and I really like how that works out. In the back, I'll use the rest of this for notes pages. I've got Christmas shopping here, and the way I usually do in my bullet journal is just use a piece of washi whenever there's something like this and I want to be able to access quickly, because it's easy to find it from the spine. And then I'll be adding other things here in the back. The other thing I wanted to mention is when they're new to a hobo, they ask about pens and what pens work well in hobo. Well, the pen that comes with the hobo is great, but it's a ballpoint, and I hate ballpoints. So what I did was I have this Energel metal barrel. I don't like the Energel in a hobo just because to me it's too fat. I like a really fine pen, but I found a refill that works in here great. Let me just zoom up and show you. It's a blue, dark blue, black, and it's a 4-point pen refill. And so that's what I use. It's from Jet Pens. If you're interested, let me know and I can show you what that looks like. Here's the refill if you're interested in looking on Jet Pens for it. And then in addition to that, as I said, I use my Tombos for highlighters. So for December, I'm using the green and the pink. And then in the back, in the notes pages, I use a Pilot G2 30.38. To me, this is great. Super fine line. Don't have any problems with that. I'm also using the Zebra Sarasa Vintage colors. This is the blue gray and the burgundy, and I like those for accent colors. Also, I think a lot of you guys use this, the Uniball Signo. This is a 0.38. And then finally, I've not had a problem with any of these smearing if you wait to let them dry, especially this one. I don't have any problems with it smearing if you wait to let it dry. Like 24 hours is perfect. However, if you want to be completely smear proof, this is the pen for you. It's a, let me turn it up the right way, Pilot Multi-Ball, and you can find this on Jet Pens. You can also find it on Amazon. This one is the fine. I think there's the numbers right there. I don't know if it's going to focus on that. But this will not smear. No matter what you do, it will not smear. It dries very fast. I think it personally is a little bold. I like the really thin, fine lines, and I like the blue-black color, but this is a great pen for Hobonichi. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share. Just thought I would show you some of the things that I'm doing and how I'm trying to keep it minimal and simple for 2021.